If you're not making this 2-ingredient baked brie, you're missing out. On this 6th day of Baked Brie Week, we are making a classic garlic butter baked brie. When you're scoring the top of your brie, don't be afraid to dig your knife in. These slits are to allow that warm butter garlic mixture to seep right into your brie. Add 1 to 2 cloves of garlic depending on how garlicky you'd like your brie to be. Salt and pepper is optional, and baking directions are in the caption. Once out of the oven, top with some fresh thyme if you'd like. Enjoy with crostini, and follow along for tomorrow's last baked brie recipe.
If you're running late to work or school in the morning, then
this is an easy one-pan breakfast sandwich. It took me less than 15 minutes to make this.
The first thing you want to do on a medium heat is gently spread some butter, and this is going to prevent your eggs from sticking. Add 2 slices of bread, then flip. You can use metal utensils on this hex-clad pan because it has the durability of stainless steel and the easy cleanup of non-stick. Season the egg, then add low-fat mozzarella cheese and turkey. Turn up the heat to medium-high and make sure both sides are golden brown and crispy.
Just so cheesy and delicious. That is just exquisite.
I absolutely love brownies, but I hate complicated brownie recipes, so I try to make one as simple as possible. Melt a cup of butter with a half a cup of chocolate chips. Pour that into your mixing bowl, and then you'll add 2 tablespoons of oil, a cup of brown sugar, and 1 1/4 cups of white sugar. Whisk together, and then you will add in 3 eggs, a pinch of salt, and a tablespoon of vanilla. Again, whisk this together. Then you'll slowly fold in 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of cocoa powder. And I do have the written recipe on my website, mealsandmunchies.com. You'll then fold in some chocolate chips. You can already tell by the batter here that these are very fudgy brownies, which I definitely prefer over the cake-like brownies. Top it with some more chocolate chips, and then you'll bake at 350 for about 30 to 35 minutes.
Here's an easy mug cake recipe anyone can make. Add 4 tablespoons of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and a half teaspoon of baking powder. Mix well, then add 3 tablespoons of milk and a half teaspoon of oil. Mix until a nice thick consistency. Wow, look at that. Now we're gonna jazz it up a bit, guys. We're gonna put a Freddo in. There you can see me bopping his head. Then microwave for 2 minutes. After taking it out of the microwave, get as creative as you want. I drizzled some chocolate sauce on and Freddo shavings. You need to try this recipe, guys. This was delicious. Like and follow for more. Catch you in the next one.
yet. If you've never had braised pork belly before, then I'm sorry because you're really missing out. But don't fret because I'm gonna show you how to make it because I'm so nice. Start by chopping up some green onion and ginger. Make sure you get pork belly with the skin on because the fattier the better, and cut it into 1-inch thick pieces. It's going to shrink like your savings account once you start cooking it. Bring a pot of water to a boil and blanch the pork for a few minutes and skim the super disgusting looking gunk that's swimming on the top. You guys yelled at me last time for pouring it out. I get it. It's liquid gold, so don't hate this time, okay? Thanks! In a separate pot, add the oil and sugar until it's melted, and then throw in the pork and cook for around 5 minutes until it's lightly browned. Okay, but seriously, how good does this look? If I could eat this every day without gaining 1,000,000 pounds, I would definitely do it. Add in Shaoxing wine, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, ginger, green onion, star anise, and the golden pork juice. Let the broth come to a boil and cover and simmer until the pork becomes tender. This is where you play the waiting game. Resist! I believe in you! For the last step, turn up the heat and reduce and thicken the sauce until you get the consistency that you want. And you're welcome. Okay, but seriously, now go make it because it took me a really long time to film. Let me know how it turns out.
Ovako pripremljenu piletinu, garantujem, još niste jeli. Ljubitelji Doritosa, znam da ste još uvek tu. 2 sastojka, bez začina, majonez i izdrobljeni Doritos. Znam da ima vas koji sada brojite kalorije, hvatate se za glavu, ali ljudi, ovo je najkrckavija i najsočnija piletina ikada.
One of the greatest days on the calendar year is nearly upon us, Pancake Day. So I'm going to show you a recipe that never fails me. Into a jug I'm adding my milk and eggs. Just whisk all these together. Then into a bowl I got my dry ingredients, self-raising flour and sugar. Add the wet into the dry. Whisk it all together into forms of batter. You want it to be this consistency. I've tipped in the blueberries. They are optional, but they make all the difference. Low heat pan. Add a neutral oil. 1 ladle per portion, or 2 ladles if you're a fatty. Just keep your eye on these. They go from being golden brown to burnt in the blink of an eye. There's enough ingredients left over from the shop to make another batch as well. So it's great value for money. Top them with whatever you like. And just look at the absolute state of these. And there you have it. Bon appetit.
Stop scrolling and watch how to make the creamiest, cheesiest mac and cheese you'll ever make, but with a twist. Starting off with the tomato base, you're going to soften some onions and butter, then add garlic, your herbs which I've listed in the caption, and chili flakes. Next goes the tomato paste, which we'll season with salt, pepper, and a little bit of sugar, and let that cook for a few minutes. Now we're going to make a roux with butter and flour, and the trick is to really toast your flour and let it brown. Once it's there, we can add heavy cream, not milk, and a little bit of pasta water to make it silky. Add all the seasonings I have listed in the caption, then add your tomato base and adjust the seasoning. I wanted more heat in mine, so I added more chili flakes. To finish off the sauce, we're going to add the cheese, and I used mild and mature cheddar and Gruyere. Make sure it's freshly grated. Once you've mixed in your pasta, you're going to add it to your dish in layers with some cheese. Let that sit under the broiler until you're happy with the top, and enjoy. I'm telling you, once you try mac and cheese with tomato, there is no going back.